resistance strategy really working? Joining me now is the Blaze's Lawrence Jones and radio talk show host Jamila Bey. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, Abby.
All right, so Lawrence, you've been saying for a while, you've been warning Democrats that if you continue to resist, this is going to be the outcome.
Well, I keep telling the Democrats that you're literally starting the campaign for Donald Trump's reelection with the resistance. It's one thing to disagree on policy, but to say no, no, no to everything and to continue to say that he's insane, to continue to say that he's a double agent for Russia, that's not going to accomplish anything. I mean, we have the New York mayor going to Germany to be a part of resistance overseas when you have an officer that had just passed away. The Democrats need to main focus and regain their focus on a message and what they are for.
Right. And Jamila, it's one thing if you are resist, and you're still winning elections. The Democrats have lost the last 4 elections in a row. So at what point do you wake up and say, maybe we need to start focusing on our own agenda, what we stand for?
Well, I think that's what is happening now, to be honest. You know, we have to be very careful right now to go ahead and tick the W win box for this G20 summit. Perception carries a multitude, and the fact that the world is watching what's going on right now, the world got to see Donald Trump's little girl, Ivanka, sitting in for her daddy at the big table.
Fair. That's not fair.
That is absolutely fair.
That's ridiculous.
The world got to see world leaders talking around Donald Trump, not talking with him.
Jamila?
The world got to see Donald Trump not mention one point
Jamila, though,
about North Korea's launching an intercontinental
let me just jump in
missile.
here. Let me just jump in here. Is this the way that women should be talking about other women? Women that are certainly qualified. What she was talking about was women entrepreneurship. It was just for a brief moment when her father stepped away. And just to remind you, several places are reporting that Hillary Clinton sat in for her husband at one point in time at the G20 summit, just to be fair.
Absolutely. Hillary Clinton.
And she has the experience to do so.
Hillary Clinton had the credentials, was a practicing attorney, really had the same
credentials, though, just like Ivanka.
She was the first lady who had advanced degrees, who was a practicing attorney, who had legislative experience herself.
Ivanka doesn't have a successful business.
All right, Lawrence, go ahead.
Ivanka has had no legislative experience.
All right, Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence, go ahead.
The important thing here, why was North Korea not mentioned?
Jamila, let's finish this topic. Let's finish this topic on Ivanka. Lawrence, go ahead.
Okay.
My issue is this. Ivanka is a successful businesswoman, and we're seeing the left attack her because she's a conservative woman. And I might note, the left could have a real opportunity to work with Ivanka because she's actually a little bit liberal on social issues. And they can take that opportunity, but instead they choose to discredit her like she's doing right now in this program and say she doesn't have an advanced degree or she's not credible to have these business discussions when she has a multi-million-dollar business. We would think that's what we want our young girls to see.
Jamila, the point of this whole debate, too, Jamila, the point of this whole debate was these poll numbers, right? And where these parties stand, and you look at the party leaders, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, why is it that they are down in the 20s at this point?
I think there are a number of reasons. I think a lot of people on the left, which I research and report on, are tired of the status quo leadership. I think there are issues with Nancy Pelosi that the left is not able to capitalize on what are her strengths. I think that's, that's to be seen after losing an election. Who is you guys? Forgive me.
Democrats. What is the Democrats' message? Because you guys don't have one right now. It's just resist.
Well, when you say you guys talking about Democrats talking about me, that's completely, I'm a journalist. I'm not carrying water for the Democratic Party. I research, report on the Democratic Party. So you guys threw me. Forgive me. The issue right now is that both parties, but we'll talk about the Democrats. The Democrats had this massive loss that many of them did not see coming. The Democrats
so what are you guys going to do?
You guys, again, please.
So what do the Democrats need to do?
What the Democrats need to do They have no bench right now, and that's a huge problem. The fact that you had the million women with their little pink hats on marching in Washington, D.C., and you have record numbers of women going to trainings to run for office and get on boards and be more politically active, that shows some interest in, taking these social issues and building around them. The point here,
Abby,
however, that I want to get back to
I'll let Jamila say the last thing, and then I'll let you jump in.
This point that we need to make clear is that the world is looking at what is clearly nepotism. If Chelsea Clinton, with her Ivy League degree, sat at the big table when her daddy was in a meeting, you'd have heard much worse than you're hearing now. The world is looking at this, and this is not a good look.
All right, Lauren.
Ivanka is a great businesswoman because her daddy could help her with his wealth to get into the, into her accessories business.
Abby, I think it's clear. I just asked 3 times, what is the Democrats' message? And I think this shows you right now, nobody knows the message. They rather talk about Donald Trump and his family and Russia, and somehow Ivanka shouldn't have a seat at the table when she's advisor to the president. They have no message. They don't know what to do in the next election. They rather resist. And as I said before, to begin this segment, Donald Trump will be reelected if they continue this narrative. You have to tell the American people what you are for, not just what you're against.
Yeah, you know what? Let's throw it out to the American people. What do you think about this debate? What do you think Democrats need to do? Send us your emails at friends@foxnews.com. Jamila, Lawrence Jones, great to have you both with us.